Hello, welcome back to Blow Obvious Vintage Toys. Today I'm just here repairing my Palitoy Death Star, and it just got me thinking of the day I went down to the Palitoy Factory. So here's the story. As you may know, I work as a toy valuer and freelance toy expert. I hate that name. Everybody's a toy expert, everybody's got toys, everybody knows about toys. But that is my title, unfortunately. And I do a lot of work for Hanson's. You may know Mr. Charles Hanson off the BBC TV. He does Bargain Hunt and Antiques Road Trip and all those programmes. And I was lucky enough to buy a Palitoy Boba Fett at one of his auctions. And I just emailed him and said how good the auction was and things like that. And he asked me to come down, so I did. And I've been working for him, getting job lots together and doing valuation days. And this valuation day happened to be at Palitoy. And Steve, the head toy guy down at Hanson's, asked me if I was interested. And I said, are you kidding? Are you kidding? I'd love to come down. Had to set off at 4:30 in the morning to get down to Derby on the train. I meet him up and we went down to Leicester, down to Colville and into the Palitoy factory, and I was just overwhelmed when I went in. I was beaming. I've written to Palitoy so many times and I've sent off for the survival kit and figures and things like that, but I never thought I'd actually get there and be there at the factory. So we went in, we had to set up. Unfortunately, I tried to have a look at what was in the exhibition, because it was the exhibition that was called The Many Faces of Palitoy. So we got set up, made ourselves a cup of coffee, and little did we realise what was ahead of us. There were people obviously coming in for the exhibition, and there was a couple of school trips coming in. We were set up in a back room, out of the way. So we didn't see this queue that was forming, waiting for us. Unbelievable. So we saw so much good stuff that day. So many toys and so many stories. Everybody that came in had either worked for Palitoy, knew somebody that worked for Palitoy. And of course, everybody knew where the infamous Palitoy landfill was, but nobody would tell us. We had a guy coming in with a lot of rare action men, which were really cool. And one young lad came in that had found a boxed Action Man when they'd moved into the house about 10 years ago. But he'd kept hold of it and he'd not played with it. He'd kept it in the box. And it was absolutely mint. I think it went for £80 in the auction. Because all this stuff that we were valuing, most of it went to the auction, went to our Hanson's auction. One couple came in with a job lot of Star Wars figures and Action Force figures, and I had the great job of sorting them all out and valuing the lot of them. And they were astonished to find out that the one Han Solo with carbonite block goes usually for about £75. I think, I remember rightly, that job lot went for about £200. One man came in with a lot of boxed Action Man vehicles, Jeeps and everything, but it had the emergency fire tender, which I'd never seen before. And especially boxed, and it was mint boxed. The stars had not been cut out of the box and everything like that, and the fire tender was absolutely complete. Another couple came in with a job lot of Masters of the Universe figures and the playset as well, Castle Grayskull playset, and I unfortunately didn't know a lot about He-Man then. That is one of the reasons why I've read up about it. It's the kind of thing that I'm looking for now. But I don't think that job lot went for as much as I expected. If I'd have known what I know now back then, I'd have probably put a bid in for it. I knew that it was worth, I thought it was worth a lot more than it. I think it went for about £70-80, the whole job lot, and that was really disappointing for them and us, because it should have gone for a lot more, and I would have bid on them. But I think I bid on a Palitoy Snowtrooper on that auction. Not everything was brilliant on that day. There was a lot of dolls and things like that weren't worth a lot. I mean, they're more sentimental value than anything else. We got Tonka, we've got a massive Care Bear, which was more like a shop display or some PR type thing, because it still had its box as well. I think Steve said he wanted it for his niece, but I wanted the Kenner box. But she ended up taking it home. But I think despite all the great toys that were brought in that day and all the great toys that saw in the exhibition, the most interesting thing that came in, the guy showed us his contract for Palitoy from 1971. £1.10 an hour. He had a couple of contracts and he had loads of receipts from the Palitoy shop where he'd bought figures for 50p, Star Wars figures and everything like that. I mean, I would love to have bought all his paraphernalia, but it's personal to him, so I didn't even approach him and ask him anything like that. I just found it so interesting, and I did say to him, why don't you show it to the Palitoy guys that were doing the exhibition, because they were all ex-Palitoy employees. But if I had a contract like that, it'd be in a frame on the wall. But I suppose at the end of the day, it was just another job to him, as it was all the employees that were there. The only employee that wasn't there, which I was a bit disappointed, was Bob Breakin, the chief creator, inventor, whatever you want to call him, of most of the Palitoy stuff, the Robo Skull, and many other wonderful Palitoy products. But I did get to talk to a lot of the employees there, and they were just telling me stories. I could have talked to them all day, which I more or less did. They were just telling me stories over and over again. It was just absolutely fantastic. One of the best days of my life, to be honest with you. They were telling me about the prototype Robo Skull they had in the cabinet, and the Action Men they had in there, the Action Force, everything. They were even telling me about that landfill and the Action Man that had been put together like a Frankenstein Action Man that had been put together with parts from that landfill. Because apparently, when they were all kids, they all used to just go on this, like it was just a tip, and they would just get parts and put together a full Action Man with G.I. Joe and Action Man and all types of things. You can see in the picture, it's just a fantastic Frankenstein's monster of an Action Man. He did say that most of the kids were just after dog tags, but wouldn't it have been amazing to being able to go after school, just go down to the tip and just see if there's anything nice new that you can pick up. Wow, I'd do that now. I have talked about that landfill before, and the things they were telling me about it. They were more or less wanting to tell us where it is to push us to get some money behind us and get it done and get it dug. Because I think they'd love it. But they were saying you need security, you need obviously permission for the land, you need archaeological rights for digs, you need all sorts. It probably wouldn't be worth it at the end of the day, but it's nothing to do with money. It's historical value, it's nostalgic value. And I don't know about you, but I would love to find out what's down there. So that was my day at Palitoy. I set off at 4:30 in the morning. I didn't get back home till 9 o'clock at night. I didn't get to eat anything till I got on the train on the way back. But I'd do it every day if I could. It was absolutely fantastic. And how great it would have been to actually work for Palitoy. So I hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane. I hope you'll like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. I'm all about the toys, I'm all about collecting, and I'm all about nostalgia. So thank you for watching, and may the toys be with you.